Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, a game that is currently in early access, being developed by Game Labs. It has a Steam page, but it's not available for sale there yet. If you are interested in it, there is you can purchase it from the developer's website directly. The game that we're looking at is a game where you design warships, and then you fight battles in 3D maps with those warships and see how things fare. The game is in early access, which means that there is a Naval Academy segment of the game, which is like 53 different sort of challenges, if you will, that you have to design ships to meet, and then you fight those particular battles. Maybe you have to build a battleship to destroy an enemy cruiser, build a certain type of battleship to destroy an enemy battleship, build a Monitor or a Merrimack from the American Civil War and fight your opposite. That's even one of the challenges. And then the game also has a custom battle generator where things are kind of randomly generated. What we've been doing for the last 4 episodes, however, has been looking at the British campaign in the campaign of the game. And in that part of the game, you are the head of either the German or the British navies. You have to design warships within the confines of a naval budget. You have to manage fleets, manage research, manage transportation, production of like merchant ships. And then you have to beat the enemy, in this case, either the Germans or the British, in an actual war in 1890. When the game is complete, I have no doubt that the core of this game, the real value that I think people will find and enjoy playing, is the campaign version of the game, but it's very bare bones. In the future, the idea is to be able to command half a dozen European or American countries, I think Japan as well, to be able to manage stuff during peacetime, manage interwar periods, and then also fight wars as well. But none of that's in the game right now. It's just a British and a German campaign, and this is part number 4 of our look at the British campaign fighting against the Germans. So far, the war is going really well, and in this battle, we have a really big battle coming up against enemy cruisers, the largest battle that we've fought so far in the game. This was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel, so if you're interested, there's a link where you can check those out in the future. And without further ado, let's jump in. Well, it doesn't even let me like click on the other stuff. This must be a large battle that you're forced to fight no matter what, I guess. So there must be some kind of special, I guess this is battle right here, right? Or is it convoy defense? I'm not sure. But we have an enemy force that is attacking one of our large convoys, which carries ammunition and supplies for our troops. It is threatened by an enemy raiding force. We must do something. So this is going to be the biggest battle I've fought in this game. A huge number of enemy light cruisers, 7 of them, and a heavy cruiser. On our side, we have a battleship, 3 light cruisers, and 2 torpedo boats, as well as 15 transports. So this is gonna be a pretty big ass fight. My fear is with that many CLs, they are gonna put torpedo. Like, remember the Africa got hit by a torpedo last battle when we were wiping out 2 of their CLs. If they had 7 CLs coming out of battleship, this is going to be a tough fight, perhaps. The TBs probably could do some help by putting fish into the enemy, but the enemy CLs are probably nimble enough to avoid them. Either way, this is going to be a mess. 7 ships of warships on our end, but 3 of them are torpedo boats versus 8 ships on their end. The Malaya is like, oh my god, the convoy's over here. Enemy smokes to the east, so it's over here to the left. Just look at all these ships. We've got the torpedo boats in as close escorts. This is really cool. All right, we need the torpedo boats over by our warships, though. Our CLs are set to follow our lead battle line. We're going to set these CLs to abreast. Right, enemy smoke is to the east. What's the weather, by the way? It's nighttime. Oh, fuck. Nighttime? I mean, it's nice that it's clear and calm weather, but at night and calm waves. But nighttime, we're going to be like in on the enemy's throat before we can do anything. This is going to be a knife fight in torpedoes. A goddamn curse of torpedoes. Torpedo boats are on their way. Their nice quick speed should allow them to catch up. Transports have been left to their own devices. They could sail in front of us and then toward the convoy on their own leisure. Oh boy. Gunfire. 3 kilometers. Okay, we spotted them far enough out. What is this? One of the CLs? No, this is their CA. So immediately our battleship is engaging the enemy heavy. Let's try and keep the range out a little bit. Wouldn't it be great to just get like a one-hit flash fire on them? Or like the second or third salvo, just Dunkirk the fuckers. Not Dunkirk. Hood. I meant Hood. Well, this battleship's going to get a lot of fire directed at it. Hopefully its armor stands up to 6-inch shells. Then again, so is the enemy heavy cruiser, or lead armored cruiser. It's going to look like a bloody Star Wars battle. All right, let's move it up to ×2. We've got a pretty good fire control already on these guys. The Malaya has standard bulkheads. Crew is trained, so they're not experienced, but they're trained. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. If they're turning away, I guess I can't blame a enemy cruiser with 6-inch guns not wanting to fight a battleship. All right, I gotta be really careful and take things cautiously and turn away from enemy ships. Even on the, you know, I have to play. I can't get the battleship in too close. This could very quickly turn the war if we lose a battleship here. I know it's not super effective. SEALs are cutting to the left. Whoa, look at all the shell fire coming in around this enemy. Is this the CL or armored cruiser right here? CL. So she's under fire and turning away. Man, they really don't want to. They get sighted, and then as soon as the battleship shells are in on them, they turn. But they have. I don't understand why they would have longer line of sight than my own ship. I'm sure there's some sort of bunk technology reason the game is going to give us, but like that just seems silly. Yeah, torpedo boat, don't do that. Turn. Turn. We got a slight fire midships. Switch these guys into line ahead. Glassjaw took a hit. See, it just automatically did this. It said the lead ship is going to no longer be the lead ship and it's going to turn away. And my TBs are gonna collide, aren't they? Yep. Good thing friendly fire doesn't count on collision damage. Just a little bit of a scratch on the paint. I guess you can make the argument that a battleship is easier to spot. The counter to that is that the battleship has a much higher mast, and so in theory might have greater spotting range because you're higher up off the ocean floor. The optics, don't you know? Yeah. You see the Germans, they have the optics. They can see very far. I don't know what that is. Not a German accent. I don't know what it is. It's a bad one, whatever it is. always go for the optics? I guess. It's just like, come on, guys. They really can see me that much better. We can see their smoke. All right, well, this wasn't as big of a mess as I had thought initially. Glassjaw still on fire, floats at 60. What kind of shell did she take? Fire spreads. Probably because they're trying to go too fast. Pull out of the count or out of the group, guys. Slow down and do your damage control. Okay, so I slowed down. They were able to get the fire under control. I do not know if they're flanking me to make a move for the convoys. Can't see shit. Oh, torpedo boats, the smoke is to the north. Go fight the first Bismarck. Oh, shit. Engine hit already on the Orion. So now she's pulling out of the fight. You see, the AI just sort of automatically tells these ships, all right, you're no longer in the lead. Okay, I think we just sailed straight into the enemy task force. All right, fuck it. Turn in and let's do some torpedo action here. Battleships firing torpedo boats. Get in here. Okay, Cape Town. First Bismarck could be a torpedo target either way. I don't care. Let's just turn in here and get some fish off. If we sink the enemy ships, I don't care as much if we lose ships. The enemy's focusing on the Orion, which had been the lead and is now largely dead in the water. I don't know who's going to fire what, but enemy fish are in the water, so how about we get ours? Their fish missed. Whoa. We're gonna... Let's ram her, boys! Ramming! Ah! Ram! Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, no. All right, well... Apparently the ram flash fire. Did we sink the enemy with our collision? Whoa. Okay, so you haven't fired a goddamn thing, have you? Let's pause. What the fuck just happened? All right, we got 1,800 ram damage. So we sank the Amazon. We also got sunk, but fuck it, who cares? We blew the enemy up with a ram. I'll take it. Centaur, you've got torpedoes. Use the goddamn things against this enemy light cruiser, maybe. Aggressively fire your torpedoes. Torpedo boats, where are you guys at? Get into this fucking fight. Turn in and go for the enemy CA. Launch your torpedoes aggressively. Orion, you look like you fired a fish, so that's good at least. Let's see how that goes. Go ahead and detach here and swing out. You've got engine damage. I don't want you trying to keep pace. All right, so your fish is out on the enemy CL. Man, their 6-inchers really do shred me up pretty good. We're already turning. The enemy is firing torpedoes. Let's turn a little bit tighter. We're probably already doing that. All right. That fish is coming for the first Bismarck. I think it might be a little bit behind. Actually, it's going to hit the rear of the ship. No, it missed. What about the CA, the Lula? Ah, it missed too. The AI is much better at avoiding torpedoes now. All right. So far, one CL is down on each side. They've got 7 of them, though, remember. Torpedo boats are coming in on the enemy CA. Should have a good angle on this torpedo here soon. Someone's firing a fish. Alright, fish away. The enemy's in the midst of a turn. So that may not be a great shot. We have another torpedo, though. We should have 2. There we go. Second is away. Or... was it not the second? Yeah. Second is away from this torpedo boat. Increase your turn. Oh, God. Alright, fish hit on the first Bismarck. 1 is in. 2 should be in. This heavy cruiser is going to be gone. There we go. Do not fire your torpedo at this guy. He's a goner. I think 2 torpedoes should be enough. I sure hope, because I'm passing up a perfect torpedo shot on this guy. Maybe they're stabilizing the ship. Torpedo boat, you're going to come back up here. You're going to detach. All right, you guys can fire your torpedoes at this guy if you need to. The glass jaw's crippled. She's in trouble. All right, Avon, get ahead of this CL. Shouldn't he be firing another fish? Which ones are out? Where's the battleship? Oh shit, where's the Malaya? How'd she end up? Oh God. Start your turn. There's for sure going to be enemy fish out. There's 3 of them. 3 enemy cruisers. I can hear the fish in the water. We've already ordered a hard overturn, but she doesn't have the speed. She can't turn fast enough. No. It's going to be pretty much a midship. I wonder if they'll model... Oh God. Engine 1 damaged. Flooding. Ricochet. This is what happens when you have too many ships. Alright, so... why are you not hitting these guys at all? At like point blank range. Get the fuck out of there, Malaya. You've got like no engines. You're kind of fucked. The enemy CA. What's going on here, guys? Alright, so the Orion just fired a fish at the enemy heavy cruiser. So she's going to sink, but if we lose a battleship, it's game over, man. We're going to lose this fight. Boom! Alright, that guy should be dead. Malaya is turning away from these enemy cruisers. She got a nice hit on one of these CLs. It's a 9% chance of a hit. 8. 18. Alright, Bismarck is sinking. Pause. So the enemy's lost a CL and a CA. Maybe the glass chalk can get in here at like no knots and the enemy will just sail into torpedo range. What did we fire? We fired this broadside, so if we can cut over this way. Avon is dead in the water. And Spiteful has no ammo. So there's 2 columns of enemy ships. There's 3 CLs over here engaging my battleship. There are 2 more CLs over here in addition to the one we sank in the CA. So this column of enemy ships has lost to CA and CL with 2 left, where all our CLs and TBs are. This column has lost basically nothing. Moderate damage to one of their CLs, and they've put a fish in the battleship. This is like something worthy of Guadalcanal. Can these guys fire at this range if the enemy doesn't turn away? Right, Avon is probably in trouble. Dead in the water, 2 flotation. We did ram that one enemy CL, that was fun. 26% chance of a hit on the Frauenlob. Just change over to HE and then aggressive fire at will. I don't give a damn, just shoot everything. Keep these guys back. Rostock took moderate damage from, I'm assuming, one 12-incher. Trying to get the battleship away, but she can't make better than 5 knots right now with those 2 engines damaged. Nice torpedo hit in on the Lubeck. They're gonna hit my CL, aren't they? I feel like it's a straight-on shot. I might be able to turn back the other way and avoid it. Alright, we lost the glass jaw. There we go. Enemy cruiser missed, and we put a fish into the Lubeck. Spiteful already fired her shit, right? Ram, my boys. Finish her off. Oh, wait, no, don't do that. She's gonna sink. No reason to kill yourself in a suicide ram. There you go. Enemy CL is gone. Oh, fuck. I wasted a fish. Pause. Alright, so another enemy CL is gone. This entire left column here is down to just 1 CL. It's in good shape. We've got 2 moderately good shape CLs. And then this TB has no fish left. Honestly, probably should just send it over to... Where are these guys gonna go? To help the battleship as a decoy. And then we did lose 1 torpedo boat with another crippled. Avon still has torpedoes, though. So we're gonna have to try and engage the Broomer with our 2 remaining CLs. And the battleship. Malaya is staying for the moment at range, but she is almost dead in the water. Are there enemy SEALs firing at me? Bastard. So they basically have a battleship dead in the water. It's just a question of whether they can get close enough to fire more torpedoes at it. One of our 5-inch turrets on the side is knocked out. 2 engines are damaged. And the enemy do have 6-inch guns, which can do damage to a ship at this range. Condor and Rostock are too far out, but the real threat at the moment is Frauenlob. We can put a couple of 12 inches into her. We might make her rethink things. So we almost wiped out one column of ships of theirs. But again, I think victory point wise, if they sink a battleship, it won't matter what we sink of theirs. I mean, it won't be like we'll have no victory points, but we'll lose. Ah! A whole battleship broadside wasted. Alright, where are they at now? They're closing. Come on, guys, repair the goddamn engines. Is there another ship over this way? They had 7, or was it 6 CLs? I lost track. Maybe it was 7. Maybe there's 2 CLs over this way. You guys are like not moving. Granted, you do have engine damage, or some of you do. Try an emergency turn away from this enemy ship. He's now in torpedo range. Any chance we could reverse and cause him to miss that way? I have a hunch we're moving too slowly for it to matter. Give me a 12-incher that flash fires him and knocks him out. Broadside coming. Well, we got 2 hits, 2 12-inch hits. Over pen and fires. Looks like the captain is dead. Conning tower damaged. Oh shit, fish away. Can you reverse? Any chance? No. You're dead in the water. Another fish coming. Malaya's fucked. It's too bad I don't have like the torpedo boat on the other side of the cruiser. She could take the fish. I assume she might be able to survive another torpedo. It's been a while since the last one. So the seal back there, that's Broomer. Man, that broadside took a lot of her float damage out. Torpedo hit. Fire. I can't turn fast enough to hit this guy. I'd like to think my battleship can finish this cruiser off with its own guns. She might be able to fire another fish from her stern tubes though. So I know I keep like going back and forth on this, but let's get her to turn around. That broadside missed completely. All right, this torpedo boat's going to try and take a fish if the CL fires another one at us. With a stern shot. Battleships definitely had belt armor. They didn't have torpedo protection though. So they were very vulnerable to torpedoes. I wanted to ram him with this torpedo boat, not just play screen. No torpedo blisters at this era. I would imagine that the early experiences in World War I had a lot to do with developing torpedo blisters, but probably also the experience in the Russo-Japanese War. where torpedoes were absolutely devastating. Hey, they did fire another fish. I don't know if they fired it at my torpedo boat. But hey, you want to waste your torpedoes on a non-battleship target, by all means. Alright, I'm going to try and ram. Really? That's cool. Go, go, torpedo boat spiteful. Do, 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 do. Oh, this is not an ideal ram shot on the rear of the enemy ship. But it's already... Oh, it floats up to 97, huh? Its structure damage is down to 50. Are we going to miss? Ram! God. We barely did any damage. Hard over! Boarding cruise away! Oh, now we're gonna get rammed. No! No! We can't withstand that much damage. We're a tiny boat. Torpedo hit. The battleship was hit by another torpedo, by the way, apparently. Battleship's in trouble, boys. Alright, there's 2 seals out this way. Frauenlob is at like 50%. This goddamn battleship. Finish her off. Before you sink, you are ordered to sink 1 enemy ship. I'm gonna go right by him again. Ramming is hard. You have a 20% chance of hitting him like this close. Hey, I just took a torpedo. Whatever, if they want to fire their... This guy has 10 torpedoes on his ship? Before I sink, ram him. No, you're gonna sail right by. Wow, they have a lot of torpedo storage on their ships. Sometimes a valid strategy is just letting the enemy waste their ammo, but not so much here, it doesn't appear to be. Alright, we're at 15. Oh, Broomer sinks from heavy damage. So the enemy left column is in trouble again. That's their 3rd light cruiser sunk on this side of the battlefield, as well as the CA. They've got 1 left, the Schwalbe. I don't know if we hit her with a fish. I didn't really... Yep, torpedo hit down here. Good job, Centaur. Looks like you did most of the damage. Spiteful is still alive for the moment. I do not feel like I'm getting 15% hits on the Frauenlob. Hey, we got a hit on the Condor. I mean, it doesn't help that our broadside is not facing them. But we're dead in the water, so what are we going to do about it? Make up to 2 knots, can try and limp away, but that's not going to work. Alright, so they're repairing the float damage on the Spiteful. Victory for the Jean Cool. A little bit, yeah, kind of. I don't know which fish were fired. Should we go for another ram? No, there's our fish. Boom! Oh. We took one too. Close range torpedo suicide. Lol. Alright. Centaur's probably going down, but we fired a fish, hit him. They fired a fish at close range, hit us. We fired another fish, hit him. Another enemy CL going down. They're down to 3. Centaur, if there's any way you can hold on, it would be great. Just do your goddamn damage control. Survive! Battleships over here, gonna get hit again. Why don't you fire at the ship that's on your broadside? I guess you're kind of angled up in a way. Oh, Frauenlobe's down to 30% float, huh? Problem right now is this torpedo boat can't really make any speed to force a collision. That's weird. I switched fire and it dropped from 10 to... We're using another torpedo boat or torpedo on the Spiteful? They missed. Nice. Condor's taking some real damage here. They're going to use another torpedo. Condor got flash fire. And sinks due to heavy flooding. It gave me, for a moment, it gave me an end battle screen there. I should have taken it. So the Malaya's dead in the water, pretty much. Firing all sorts of torpedoes at the Spiteful. We've taken one for the team. Or that was from the Rostock. Frauenlobe's almost sunk. So the enemy's down to 2 CLs. One of them is in pretty bad shape. Let's take the end battle. Let's get out of here. I'm just going to assume this means the enemy withdrew. So this is a victory for us. But you can see the Centaur was badly crippled. The Avon was badly crippled. And the Malaya is badly crippled. All represented by being red. We lost the Town CL, the Glassjaw, and the Spiteful. 2 torpedo boats and a light cruiser. The entire ammunition convoy was kept safe so the army can keep fighting. Meanwhile, the enemy lost a heavy cruiser, the Bismarck. And they lost 5 light cruisers. The Amazon, the Schwalbe, Condor, Lübeck, and Brummer. The Frauenlobe was critically damaged, and the Rostock was barely touched. Yeah, the Spiteful took some fish for the team. 2,700 victory points for us. We nearly wiped out their fleet. But we did lose 605 of our own due to losing 2 torpedo boats, a light cruiser, and badly damaged warships. I don't know how the Malaya escaped, but I guess that's why she's a battleship. Lots of death. This is, if I had to name this battle, it would be a battle of Armageddon. Armageddon. 0 for 1, 0 for 1, 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for 1. I'm looking at torpedo hits. The, where is she? Is it the Centaur who was doing damage? 3 out of 5. Wow. What a frickin' battle, guys. Clue D's, thanks for the follow. Villanova Razors, thank you for the follow. Mr. Sheep, thank you for the follow. I don't know if anybody subbed or anything like that. I changed some of my notification feeds, so if I missed any of that, apologies. But to all the subs and bit donators out there, thank you very much for your support, as always. Alright, so that's a victory. 2,700 to 600, huh? What a goddamn slaughterhouse. Well, there you go. That was a pretty decisive victory for us. Thank God the Malaya was able to stay afloat and didn't sink. I think we got really lucky that the game let us exit when it did. But either way, a victory is a victory, and I will take it. We have crippled the enemy light cruiser force, destroying more than a third of all their light cruisers in a single battle. And in our next battle, we'll be looking at a battle which pits us against more than half of the enemy armored cruisers with a large contingent of our own. Until that next video, however, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.